What's going on, guys? Curtis, Thatturbodakota. Well, if you clicked on this thumbnail, I know why you're here. So we're getting ready to do an unboxing. So, Strange brake kit for the Dakota. Thank you to Gen 2 Garage and Strange. They already had a good relationship with them, you know, with Tommy and Allison and everybody in the family, really. And once they got that Dakota to do the hurricane swap for Dodge, Strange decided to make them a front brake kit. And then they kind of put on their channel, on that video, that hey, like, they're going to do a couple more. So I immediately called. That video came out on like a Friday. I think I called like first thing Monday morning. Got the Evo version of it. We're going to open the box. I'm excited. If you know, on this platform, they don't make many items for Dakota that are bolt-on, you know, just stuff in general. A lot of stuff has to be made. Sometimes when stuff comes out, it's only out for a certain amount of time. So I want to jump right on it because I don't know what the long-term availability is on something like this. So let me turn the camera around. Let's cut this thing open and see what's in it. All right, got her unboxed. So what we got in there? So we have some brackets. Like I said, this is the Evo version. A nice 4-piston billet caliber. Very light 4-piston billet caliber. So I got 2 of those in there. Brake pad kit, all the hardware, instructions. Look at the date. Fresh kit, 97 to 02 Dakota, with all the instructions. Hub, they already have it assembled for us. Bearings in there. They got a C-clip in there, so that's cool. And this will convert or keep it, I should say, 5 by 4.5. So you know my truck's already 5 by 4.5. But it will keep it 5 by 4.5. Now, another thing I had to do is I had to get another set of spindles because the ones I have on there are modified for the current 5-lug. If you don't know anything about it, check my old videos. I go through a kind of a walk through on how to approach that, which has been done a million times before, but we documented it. How to approach that if you want to try to do 5-lug. Without buying this kit, obviously. But if you want these brakes, then you get the kit and it stays 5-lug. So anyway, so I had to get a set of used ones, spindles with the pins, and I was in the middle of tearing them apart. They're all crusty, but some cutting has to be done. So to fit this bracket right here, we'll grab one of these spindles. So to fit that bracket, first off, these 2 bolts have to be drilled and tapped, and that's gonna go something like that right there. So we're gonna drill and tap there, and then cutting. This stuff's got to be hacked off. We're gonna lose a lot of this, so that should actually free up some weight. The things are just wicked heavy. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna make some marks, and I'll get the cutter out, protect all this stuff, put it away, and we're gonna get right into it. But I'm excited. Like I said, there's just not that many kits for the Dakotas. Oh, the rotor scalp cut. Like I said, this is the Evolution version, so it comes with this really nice scalp cut rotor. And the cool part about this is because the truck has a 9-inch in it, obviously they already sell brakes for a 9-inch, so we can get a matching set. And I'm probably gonna convert this thing over to manual brakes. At least I should be able to work with Strange. I know they sell their own master cylinder, and I gotta pull some measurements on pedal ratio and all that fun stuff, but we'll worry about that later. Don't mind that. You guys didn't see that. You did not see that. That's for something special. But stay tuned. It's going to get wild. But anyway, let me get this thing cut up. Cleaned up, I should say. Cleaned up and cut up. We're no longer using this. We're no longer using this stuff. It's all going to get hacked up. I'm going to try to make it look as pretty as I can. Whatever that means to you. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. This is either going to go really, really good or really, really bad. I don't know if I can cut it there. I might start with cutting it there. Maybe there. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not going to know until I start cutting, but I don't want to take a ton of material out of it. I do want to be careful so we don't remove them much. But I do know these ears have to come off, and those slides have to come off. So let me get after it. And then once we get it all together, the most exciting part is we're going to weigh it. So we'll do a fully set up rotor caliper all bolted together. We'll weigh it, and then we'll take the current stuff on the truck, and we'll weigh that. Man, I'm hoping I can drop 20, 30 pounds would be sweet. If I could drop 20 or 30 pounds off the front of the truck, perfect. Yeah, let me get after it. See you guys in a bit. All right, here's what we ended up with. Basically, a straight shot. I did have to notch it some up here, try to round all the edges to prevent cracking, and there's still a decent, a decent amount of material in it. That's what the backside looks like. So, fits pretty good. I had to get this one torn down. I'll show you guys like a side, obviously. But yeah, I try to make it look pretty. I mean, you're never gonna see it, but you know, dress it up. Like I said, you don't want any harsh edges. Now I just got to do the whole thing over again. At least now I kind of have a rough idea what direction I need to head with it. I can like scribe a line, make the cutting, and should be good from there. So let me work on number 2, and we'll bolt it all on. And I'm curious to get all weight on it. So let me keep going. All right, the part that I've been anticipating. Let's get these things weighed. I'm going to put you guys off to the side because I have to zero the scale. We're going to do all the OEM stuff as I took it directly off the truck. Then we're going to do the strange stuff, and that'll include brake pads, calipers, pretty much as direct bolt on as you're going to get it. Let me sit you up here, and then I'll bring you guys in tight, and you can see what the scale says. So, set it to 0. Woo! That's it. Sucker's heavy. Survey says about 52.8. So 52.8 right there. Now let's pull the OEM stuff off. Right? Reset it. Now the strange. Ooh. And 29.4. 29.4. Sorry for the sniffling. I've been congested like all week long. So what, that's around like 20, is that right? 23, I believe. I don't know. I can't do quick math, so don't kill me in the comments. So right around 23, almost 23 and a half is what we're getting. That's nuts. That's crazy. So, and remember, like, that's going to be times 2, right? So we're going to do that. We're going to do that twice. So that's even cooler. So you got 64.8. So that's roughly, rough math again, don't, whatever. But it's a pretty honest 45, we'll say 46 pounds. That's crazy. 46 pounds. 46 pounds, almost 47. We'll say like 46 and a half. That's a lot of weight. Like that's a lot of moving weight on top of that, which is really good. I mean, at any time, that's like 45 pounds off the front at that. There's another thing I can do too, and I might do it for this next coming season, 25. Those Mickey Thompson tires actually make a DOT radial version, like front drag tires, and I think that's probably a good way for me to shave another 20 pounds. Them suckers, that anytime you see one of them things, they are heavy. They're heavier than you think they'd be. But you know, between that, you figure, you know, almost 46, 66 and a half pounds probably if I do the tires too. But yeah, so there's your numbers. Almost 46 pounds off the nose is what you're saving in brakes. That's a big deal, guys. You don't know how big a deal that is. Let me put the new stuff on, shim it up, and we'll step back and take a look. Hopefully my brake line setup works because I already had a braided one. It has some adapters and stuff. So I'm not sure how that's going to go. We might have to get another one, or I might have to clock it or whatever. But let me get that stuff swapped over, and then I've got to shim. We have to shim the caliper in the center, all that fun stuff. and get it set up, and we'll see what it looks like with the wheels on it. I bet it looks pretty good. See you guys in a second. Let's look at the final product. Those things look amazing. So everything's torqued up, ready to go. I had to clock my line so it was facing the right direction. So only thing I have to do now is bleed them suckers out. And that's it, and we're ready to go. So the plan is over the winter, there's really not much I think I'm gonna do with it. I kind of just want to enjoy it. But since the fronts are done, they make a matching set for the rear. So at some point, probably after the holidays or whatever, I'll get the matching set for the rear. And I'm considering switching the thing over to manual brakes. So what I like to do is get rid of that big brake master. Not the master, but the reservoir. Get rid of that, or the power brake booster. And then we'll make a plate. I gotta take some measurements, because you gotta know the pedal ratio, then we can figure out what master to get for it. And then we'll convert it to manual brakes, and that'll save a little bit of room for what we're doing in the future. But that's it. Like, I'm excited. I hope they produce these all the time just instead of a limited run. Like, at this point, I still don't see them on the website, and they haven't really announced it yet. But there you have it. Hot Boy brakes for the Dakota. Could be one of the very few sets you ever see. Stay tuned. You want to stay tuned. I've got some parts on the way. Time to get serious with this thing. So it's not going to happen fast, but I figure I'm not going to release a video until I have all the parts gathered up, and I almost have everything I need. Some of the stuff was like a couple weeks out, and we're hitting to that point, so I'm kind of anticipating it coming. But you're going to want to watch it, as this is about to get pretty wild. But thanks for watching, you guys, and we hit 1,000 subscribers, so I'm excited about that. I appreciate you guys subscribing. If you're not subscribed, hit me up. And you're going to see more Dakota stuff, and not just Dakota stuff. We got some other things we're going to mess with too. Sean's going to get his twin turbo conveyor back together. I like to get it on the dyno and make some big boy power with it, because it's getting a dark little end block as we speak. But again, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.